What is up guys, ThePremiumRat here, welcome to episode 2 of the Watford career mode. Now before we begin I just want to say thank you for all the support on episode 1. If you have not seen that yet, please go and check it out. I'll leave the link to it down in the description, or it'll be the previous video on my channel. Go ahead and click on it, I would really appreciate that. All the support on that was great. And other than that as well, in the description there will be a straw poll. I know I mentioned at the start of yesterday's video that I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do another Spurs career mode or not, but it seems that a lot of you, every single comment down in the comment section yesterday was pretty much asking me, begging me almost, to bring back the Spurs career mode. So I will crack on with that and get that uploaded in a couple of weeks. We're just going to carry on with the Watford ones so far for now. And I also mentioned that alongside the Watford one I wanted to get a secondary one that we can kick off now. I mentioned Inter Milan and I mentioned Valencia, but to that list I've also added Monaco and Bayer Leverkusen. So those are the 4 teams that you can vote for, and those 4 will be, one of those 4 will be the ones that we carry on and do a secondary kind of career mode alongside the Watford one. So the straw poll is down in the description. If you want to pause the video now and vote, it takes 2 seconds and I'd really appreciate it. It's totally up to you guys. I'm happy to do either one of the 4 and we'll just see what happens. So starting off with today's video then, we loaned out Jakubiak, I think that's how you pronounce his name. There's going to be a lot of fucking bodging of the pronunciation as in this series, I do apologise. But then obviously, you know, they wanted us to sign a centre mid, so we put in a bid for Moritz Leitner and Timo Werner, and then we upped our bid for Ruben Neves, and then here is the first signing of the season. Then we put in a bid for Brandt at the end of the first episode, and he's coming in on a 1-year loan, which is wicked. He's a left mid, he's young, he's got an absolutely fantastic potential, and he's going to be used a lot this season because we've got a couple of wingers in our squad. You know, the likes of Anyo is a little bit older, Gerardo, and that Berghuis, I think is how you pronounce it. He can play either side as well, but those lot are a bit slow, and Brandt brings a little bit of pace to our squad, so he's going to be used in rotation as well. And it was great to get him in on loan. As I said as well, you know, we're participating in this pre-season tournament. In the first game, we came up against Sassuolo, managed to beat them 3-1, I think it was. And in this second game here, we are playing Hanover 96, who are a little bit more of a bit of an opposition to Sassuolo. You know, no disrespect to Sassuolo, they're a decent side, but Hanover are a lot better. You know, they're a decent, just above mid-table side in Germany. So this was going to be more of a test, and we didn't get off to the greatest of starts. It was about 5-6 minutes gone, I think it was. It was worked down the right-hand side, passed into the box, and then beaten. Gomez was beaten fairly easily at the near post, which is a little bit disappointing. But not long after that, we actually do manage to equalise. Some good work. I think it was Barami in the end who laid it into Gerardo, the slower kind of winger we've got. I think in real life, Watford use him as more of a cam. They play him off the striker a little bit more. But he managed to finish, which was decent, and that brought it back to 1-1. But then just before half-time, this is one of the weirder goals that we conceded in career mode so far, and generally on FIFA 16. They had a corner. It was whipped in deep. No one really picked up whoever it was that headed it closer to the goal. And I don't know what, I've no idea. I think that might be Watson, and he just doesn't clear it, and it goes through Gomez's hands again fairly cheaply, and that put us 2-1 down. And then after half time they get a free kick, I'd say around 23-24 yards out, and their player steps up and whips it over the wall. A fantastic free kick, to be fair. You know, there's not much you can do about free kicks. You can try and put someone on the line or creep the wall forward and jump with the wall. I kind of did all those things apart from put the guy on the line. But, you know, you have to take your hat off to him. He steps up here and whips it over the wall. Again, Gomez could have maybe done a little bit better. It wasn't anywhere near the corner of the goal. So potentially, if he'd have moved his feet a little bit quicker, he would have got that. But that was put us 3-1 down, and we had it all to do to try and get something out of this game in the group stage of this pre-season tournament. But slowly, you know, we grew into the game as the game progressed, as it got into the latter stages of the game. We were slowly turning the screw. Igalo there with a great chance to score, good save. But from that resulting save, from the resulting corner, I think again it was Barami that whipped it in. And then I am 99% sure that is Belkalem getting his head onto it. Keeper could have maybe done a little bit better. As you can see there, it was whipped out, not particularly anywhere near the goal, heads it straight at the keeper, and he kind of palms it into his own net. But that brought it back to 3-2, and we had plenty of time to equalise, and that is exactly what we did. Capoue playing a nice little ball into Igalo, takes 2 touches and absolutely fires one into the top binners. to equalise, and that is exactly what we deserved. We didn't particularly start the game that well, but as the game grew on, we grew into it, and eventually we managed to snatch the equaliser with about 5 minutes to go. A great finish from Igalo right into the top corner there, and as I said, that brought it back to 3-2, but we weren't done there. In the 93rd minute, this was literally the last kickings of the game, Aki, I think it was, plays a beautiful ball for Anya, and what's he going to do? Great save from the keeper. I thought we'd won it. It would have been an unbelievable comeback, but there we have it then. That manages to finish 3-3. And we remain unbeaten in this tournament. Picked up 3 points in the first game and a draw in the second game. The reason I'm playing these games is just to kind of get used to the players. I know a lot of other career modes would genuinely sim through these games, but I thought, why not? Let's play it. We can sort out a few formations, tweak this and that, and it's definitely helping us so far. So after the game, then we get back, and Moritz Leitner Dortmund accept I think it was a £5 million bid we put in for him, and then so here comes the kind of negotiation debacle with him. We put in a bit of a silly offer, to be fair. I could have bumped it up a lot more, and also Timo Werner accepted, Stuttgart accepted the offer for Timo Werner, so we put in a contract offer for him. As well as that, Ruben Neves, we bumped up our offer for Ruben Neves, and Porto have come back and accepted that as well. So we are in contract negotiations with him. I think it was 23 grand a week we put in for him, and he's going to be an absolute star. And then Roma came back and said, look, you're not having a Turby for anything less than 8.5 mil, so we just bit the bullet and put in 8.5 mil, so I'm hoping to secure his services for the club very, very soon. As well as that, Daniele Rugani, I wasn't really sure what his price tag would be, to be honest with you. We put in a very low one to start with, then we put in 5, then the last one there we put in 7.5, but I think, I think we weren't going to get him, so we kind of just gave up on him, to be fair. And then again, we offered another contract into Leitner, but I don't think he accepted that one either. Anyway, it goes into a 3 or 4 or 5 different negotiations we have with him. And then I believe Werner accepted the offer there, but we kind of stalled the deal because I was trying to get Iturbi in over Werner, and so we kind of stalled his deal. But anyway, into the third and final game of this group stage then, and we had Braga. This is going to be our toughest game to date, because I'd rate Braga higher than Hanover and Sassuolo, and we didn't get off to the greatest of starts. Again, 2 games in a row we concede the first goal. A little bit of sloppy defending by me, well worked from them, to be fair. The little fella here on the wing kind of cuts inside fairly well, to be fair, to kind of sell our defenders and powers it past Gomez, and that was about 23 minutes gone. They took the lead, but we managed to equalise just after half-time. This was a game of very, very few chances, but we're playing some absolutely sexy football here. Dini laying in, Diamanti. I'm pretty sure we brought him on at half-time. I'm not sure actually if we started with him or not, but I've used Diamanti a lot over the years on Ultimate Team, and his left foot is an absolute wand, and his dribbling and generally his agility is fantastic, so he will be used a lot in this career mode. I know I was watching some other guy do a Watford career mode the other day, and he kind of got rid of him, and I was like, what are you doing? Diamanti is an absolute star. He may be old and he may be on a bit of wage, but that doesn't matter to me. He's going to be fucking great for this club. Anyway, that brought it back to 1-1. And then we managed to take the lead here. Ibarbo and Dini, we switched formation and put them both up front just for this second half to see what it would do. And they worked in tandem together fantastically. Ibarbo playing it over the top to Dini, taking it down, taking a shot. Good save from the keeper in the end, but as all fellow strike partners should do, as all fellow strikers should do, followed up with the rebound. Keeper could have done a little bit better, maybe, but he stuck it into the back of the net, and that gave us the lead shortly after we'd equalised, to be fair. And then even shortly after that, we were playing even more sexy football. This time, Diamanti turning provider, I think it was, slipping through Dini, and as quick as a flash, it was 3 goals in 10 minutes, and we had completely turned this game on the head after playing pretty shoddily in the first half. We come out after half-time, scored in the 53rd, 60th and kind of 65th, I think that was, to give us the 3-1 lead. But we weren't done there yet, sorry. We saved the best goal to last to give us the 4-1 lead. Barami absolutely pile-driving one into the bottom corner from the edge of the box to give us the 4-1 lead, and we were playing some absolutely beautiful football, some sexy football. On career mode and generally on FIFA, it is very, very easy to run down the wing and cross it in or sweat a lot of your goals, but the goals in this episode, for me personally, I think are really good, and I was proud of the goals that we definitely did score, and that one was the icing on the top of the cake, and that was how it finished. It gave us the 4-1 lead. So out of the group stage then, we comfortably beat Sassuolo in the end, comfortably beat Braga, and drew with Hanover. So that gave us 7 points, and we were going to go through into the semi-finals of this pre-season pre-season tournament. Anyway, then eventually Roma did accept our £8.5 million bid in for Iturbi, and this is where we had a little bit of problems with the wage budget and stuff. I had to try to change it up a little bit because we didn't have enough on the wage, but we did offer a 57.5k there for Iturbi. Maybe a bit of big wage, but he's young, he's got good potential, and he's going to be playing for this club for absolute years. And then finally as well, Ruben Neves, this is our second signing of the summer. He comes into the club after accepting our £23 million bid, 23 grand a week wage. And again, because we were looking to get Iturbi in, we stalled the offer for Werner because, as I said, we want to get Iturbi in over him. We won't have the funds to get both of them. And again, then the saga continues with trying to get Leitner in. Eventually, we offer him 50 grand a week, and I'm pretty sure he accepts that one. I'm not sure if we put in another one, but you know, that would be three great signings to be fair. We can get in Iturbi, we've got Branton on loan, we get Moritz, Leitner and Neves as well. 4 brilliant young hot prospects that will do wonders for this club. Anyway, into the semi-final then of this pre-season tournament, we were playing I have no idea how to pronounce this team. I've watched them a few times in Portugal. Is it Gelmeiras or Guimarães or something like that? Anyway, we had this Portuguese side because this tournament was being played in Portugal, so there was a few Portuguese sides in this. And first of all, I have no idea how they got that corner, to be fair. I thought it kind of just gone off him and gone out for a goal kick. But they work it short from the corner and then drill it in, and then he takes a shot and Gomez kind of parries it into his own net, which is a little bit disappointing. Gomez has looked fairly shaky so far, so we may have to look at a keeper, but that's not our priority at the moment. But anyway, again, this was a game of very, very few chances. We stuck Ibarba out on the right wing for today's game, and he turned provider for Guardiola, who was actually fantastic at Watford last season when they were in the Championship. I wouldn't say single-handedly got them up, because obviously he had Dini and Vidra and all those players, but he bossed the midfield in the Championship, and he's done well, to be fair, for us so far. So that equalised. And then I thought, you know, potentially we were trying to throw a few men forward to try and get into the final. We were hit on the counter-attack here by an absolute worldie of a finish, to be honest with you. The ball was whipped into the box. It didn't get cleared. Capu had a shocking touch on his chest. And then I have no idea who actually slots that in. But on the half turn, as I said, with the free kick, you kind of just have to take your hat off to a finish like this. On the half turn, this is an absolutely world-class finish. And so that's how it finished, 2-1. Little bit disappointed to go out, so I thought we could win this this pre-season tournament and give us some funds. But we got a good little couple of mil on the transfer budget for getting to the semi-finals. And we played some great football so far, so I wasn't disappointed at all. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. In the next episode, we will start the season. We've got Everton away to start with, so that's going to be a bit of a tasty encounter. If you have enjoyed the video, if you could smash the like button, that would be absolutely brilliant. Again, if you haven't seen episode 1, go and check it out. I'll leave the link to it down in the description. That did really well. If we could hit another 100 likes on this episode, it would be brilliant. Again, if you have not voted in the straw poll, please go and do that. It takes literally 5 seconds to click on the link, click on which team you want to watch as a secondary career mode, and that's it. Apart from that, if you're new around here, do not forget to subscribe. If you're not already following me on Twitter as well, at ThePremiumRat, that's in the description as well. Always open the description. There's kind of fun and games down there. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next couple of days with the next episode of the Watford Career Mode. Love you all. Goodbye.